Hi students, today in this video we are going to learn about presenting XML document object model. Presenting XML. Presenting XML is a Java web application framework used for representing HTML and PDF etc. in a device independent manner. It aims to achieve a complete separation of content and presentation. It also supports various kinds of content including XML files, dynamic content, SQL result sets and flat files. XML also provides a declarative way for applying filters and for transforming to a stream of XML content in a pipeline. XML allows user-defined filters and serializers written as Java plugins. We can represent XML using a command line tool for servlet based web applications. It also provides a framework for servlet based web applications. Simple examples like XML, Java are included in the distribution. There are command line examples for converting flat files to XML files or XML files to flat files, vice versa. For converting SQL results to XML and for applying sequence of transforming and filters in a pipeline and for setting up of streaming filters. XML can be simplify the creation of HTML documents for large websites. As we know that XML is extensible. XML allows you to create your own self-descriptive tags or language that suits your application. XML can be exchanged the information between the organizations and systems. XML can be used for offloading and reloading of databases. We can use XML files to store data in databases where we can't maintain a database servers. There we can offload and reload databases by using these XML files. XML can be used to store and arrange the data, which can customize your data handling needs. Because the XML carries the data, does not present it. XML allows you to store the data irrespective of how it will be presented. XML can be easily merged with style sheets to create almost any desired output. Because XML is a public standard, XML was developed by an organization called World Wide Web Consortium or W3C, and it is available as an open standard. Virtually any type of data can be expressed as XML document. XML namespaces. XML namespaces are a mechanism that ensures that there are no name conflicts or ambiguity when computing XML documents or referring an XML element. XML namespace provides a method to avoid name conflicts. A namespace is a set of unique names. Namespace is a mechanism by which element and attribute name can be assigned to a group. Namespaces provides a mechanism to uniquely distinguish the names used in XML documents. Namespace is identified by Uniform Resource Identifier. XML namespace appear in a query as a namespace string followed by a colon. How we define these namespaces? Namespace declaration. An XML namespace is declared using reserved XML attribute. This attribute name must be started with X, M, L and S. Let's see the XML namespace syntax. Element X, M, L and S colon name equals to URL. Here the namespace starts with a keyword X, M, L and S and the word name is name space prefix. The URL is a namespace identifier. Namespace affects only a limited area in a document. An element containing the declaration and all of its descendants are in a scope of this namespace. The W3C uses specific name prefixes to identify W3C data types and functions. This is a simple example of XML namespace. Here the namespace prefix is CONT and the namespace identifier as CRR women.in/profile. This means the element name and the attribute names within the CONT prefix, including the contact element, all of the belonging to CRR women.profile namespace. Here we are using different names like contact name, company, phone, etc. For that we have taken a name prefix CONT. Yes. And an identifier with CONT equals to, and these namespaces should begin with a namespace string and followed by colon. Our namespace string is contact and it should be represented with X, M, L and S colon contact equals to namespace identifier. And in the next line name, and in the next one company, and in the last case phone number. XML schema. XML schema is commonly known as XML schema definition or XSD. It is used to describe and validate the structure and the content of XML data. An XML schema describes the structure of an XML document. An XML schema describes the structure of an XML document, just like a DTD. XML schema defines the elements, attributes, and data types. An XML document with correct syntax is called well-formed. An XML document validated against an XML schema in both well-formed and valid. XML schema supports namespaces. It is similar to the database schema that describes the data in a database. Syntax. You need to declare the schema in your XML document as follows. Access schema XMLS colon access equals to URL. The schema is interpreted like this. Access element name equals to, here our element name is contact. Defines the element called contact. X colon complex type. The contact element is a complex type, and the next one is XS colon sequence. The complex type is a sequence of elements. XS colon element name equals to name, and the type, the element name is of type string, which allows text. Similarly, the next one is company. Element name is company of type string, and the next one is element name is phone. Here the type is int, which allows numerics. Okay. Why use an XML schema? With this XML schema, your XML files can carry a description of its own format. With XML schema, independent group of people can agree on a standard for interchanging data. With XML schema, you can verify the data. XML schema support data types. It is easier to describe the document content, to define the restrictions on data. It is easier to validate the correctness of data. It is easier to convert the data between the data types. The basic idea behind XML schema is that describing the format that an XML document can take. Next, elements. As we know that elements are building blocks of XML document. An element can be defined within an XSD as follows. XS colon element name equals to X and type equals to Y. Here the element name is X and type with a value Y. Definition types. You can define XML schema elements in two ways. One is simple type and the other one is complex type. Simple type element is used only in a content of text. Some of the predefined simple types are like here I have specified XML schema colon integer, XS colon boolean, XS colon string, XS colon date. For example, if I want to represent a name as phone number and its type should be XS int. If it is a string, element name equals to contact, type equals to XS string. If I want to represent a date, name equals to date and type is XS date. Similarly for boolean. And the next definition type is complex type. A complex type is a container for other element definitions. This allows you to specify which child elements element can contain and to provide some structure within your XML documents. See the example for this complex type. A complex type needs sequence. So first we have to specify the XML schema as which type? Complex type. Initial line with the XML element equals to address. Here the element name equals to name. Type is string. And the next element in sequence is company, which allows strings. Similarly, the last element phone number, which is a type of integer, int. Close the sequence schema, complex type and element. In this example, the address element consists of child elements. This is a container for other XS element definitions that allows you to build a simple hierarchy of elements in the XML document. Here the address element consisting of 3 fields, that is, one is name and the other one is company and the last one is phone number. So we are using a complex type, so we have to define the XML schema as complex type. This complex type allows sequence elements. The elements are name, company and phone number. Element name equals to name defines the type as string. Similarly, company with string and phone with int. Attributes. Attribute in SXD provides extra information with an element. Attributes have name and type property. How we define these attributes in XML schema? XS colon attribute name equals to X and type equals to Y. XML document object model. The W3C document object model is a flat form and language neutral interface that allows programs and scripts to dynamically access and update the content, structure and style of a document. DOM is an acronym that stands for Document Object Model. It defines a standard way to access and manipulate documents. The Document Object Model Programming API for HTML and XML documents. It defines the logical structure of documents and the way of a document is accessed and manipulated. The DOM presents an XML document as a tree structure. DOM is a foundation of XML, and XML documents have a hierarchy of information units called nodes. DOM is a way of describing those nodes and relationships between them. The XML DOM makes a tree structure view for an XML document. We can access all the elements through the DOM tree. We can modify or delete their content and also create new elements. The elements, their contents, text and attributes are also known as nodes. XML documents have a hierarchy of informational units called nodes. A DOM document is a collection of nodes or pieces of information organized in a hierarchy. This hierarchy allows a developer to navigate through the tree looking for specific information. Because it is based on hierarchy of information, the DOM is said to be tree based. On the other hand, XML DOM also provides an API that allows a developer to edit, add, move or remove nodes in a tree at any point in order to create an application. XML DOM, as we have seen that XML DOM views as a tree structure. All the elements are accessed through this tree and their contents can be modified or deleted and new elements can be created for different applications. The XML DOM defines a standard way for accessing and manipulating XML documents. The elements, their text and their attributes are also known as nodes. The HTML DOM, it defines the standard way for accessing and manipulating HTML elements. All HTML elements can be accessed through HTML DOM. Here the diagram is an example for XML DOM. Let us consider an example for this hierarchical structure. Create a table with 2 rows and each row holds 2 columns. Each row is having 2 columns and 2 column values are A and B. Similarly, another row with C and D. Now I want to construct a tree. How it will appear? First one is table and the next level of table is rows. We are having 2 rows. The tag that is element that is used for rows is tr and each and every tr represents columns, that is with 2 tds. Each column exists with a value A, B, C, D. Similarly, here I have given an example for XML DOM. A root, this is an example for bookstore. This is the hierarchical structure. Book with element book and attribute category. And the element is having 4 childs: title, author, year, price, and attribute with language like English, Telugu, any language you can select. This is about DOM, document object model. Thank you.